Well, what's a going on? Pro wrestling fans of all shapes and sizes from all around the globe that is planet Earth. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube, as well as Twitch and the Facebook. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, it is Wednesday night, almost about to be Thursday morning, but Wednesday night, May 28th of 2025. Hope everybody's week's been going good so far as we get ready to close out the month of May. Also, hope everybody had a blessed Memorial Day weekend. Like I said, those that saw my previous videos, I was at Animazement. My 16th Animazement, so definitely had a blast doing that. But yeah, hope all are well. Just wanted to get on here for a bit. I haven't done a live stream in a while, so thought I'd get on here for a little bit and chat it up. So, one thing I do want to do, first off, I want to go ahead and preview the next Stardom New Blood show, which is only next week. But this will be Stardom New Blood number 22. So now that we've worked our way into the 20s, it's time to keep pushing. And looking forward to seeing more of these shows. And as a matter of fact, I want to say, actually, I believe in the month of June, this will be the only New Blood show for the month of June. So, interesting. But it's all good. But want to preview that, and then afterwards, got an announcement I want to make in regards to the next show that I'll be attending out of town, as in out of state, out of North Carolina. So, really excited about this. I actually just booked everything a couple hours ago. So, looking forward to talking about that, because very excited for a specific reason, and you'll know why in a little while. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Once again, shout out to, I don't think I did so before, but shout out to Takumi Iroha and Sari for becoming the new AAAW Tag Team Champions. It's quite a strong team, and I got a feeling they're going to be holding on to those tag titles probably for a good while. I'm just saying. I think they're gonna hold on to those titles for a good while. So, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. But, it's all good. And, also, want to give a special shout out. I'm sure more and more people have heard the news since we're talking Stardom. But a big shout out to Walker Stewart. That's right, Walker Stewart has officially signed a contract with Stardom to become the new Director of Global PR and Communications. Wow, that's huge news for the lead English commentator of New Japan Pro Wrestling's Walker Stewart. Now an even bigger role for him for World Wonder Ring Stardom. So a big congratulations to Walker Stewart. And as a matter of fact, he made a Twitter post about this, and just wanted to read it out, just as he goes a little bit more detail. So this is from Walker Stewart's Twitter/X account, but it says, and I quote, "I'm incredibly honored and grateful to share that I've officially signed a contract with #Stardom to soon serve as the company's new Director of Global PR and Communications. What began last August as freelance English commentary work for Stardom events in Japan has since grown into something far greater than I could have imagined. Over the past 9 months, I've poured my heart into helping amplify Stardom's voice to fans around the world. And to see that effort recognized by the leading women's wrestling company in the world is both humbling and deeply meaningful. The more things continue to change, the more they stay the same as well. I will continue my work with New Japan Pro Wrestling as their lead English broadcast commentator and as a content producer, and I will proudly remain the English voice of Stardom as well. My life's mission has been to grow professional wrestling across the world, whether it is behind the microphone or behind the curtain. Now my impact will not just be heard on air, but felt in the roots of Joshi Wrestling's most iconic promotion. Forever grateful, forever humbled, and forever determined to work toward a better professional wrestling landscape." End quote. Wow. Amazing, amazing opportunity for Walker Stewart. But yeah, the English voice of Stardom. And I'm sure, he's going to continue to do that. And I'm sure wrestlers like Waka, Tsukiyama, and Momoko will also bring forth English commentary alongside him as well. And who knows? I know lately it's been mainly, the big pay-per-view events that Walker Stewart has provided English commentary, but who knows? Maybe this could finally turn into consistent English commentary for Stardom, even on house shows. I'm just saying. I don't know how much the schedules with New Japan and Stardom could conflict or kind of cross with each other, but hey, I say take advantage of it. Logan James, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? But I say take advantage of it as much as possible, especially, with him getting this role with Stardom, and like he's saying, it's not just gonna stop at the commentary table. I mean, Director of Global PR and Communications. I mean, that's a mouthful right there. I mean, I guess it's safe to say he's pretty much going to be doing what Tom Fain and I guess Sonny Gutierrez was doing, but maybe in a much bigger role for the English side of things for Stardom. I think that's awesome. And I couldn't be more happier for somebody that deserves it, like Walker Stewart. Young guy that's really just been putting himself out there, working hard, and honestly, I hope to get a chance to meet him someday and shake his hand and really show my appreciation. I did see him while he was doing commentary when I was in Japan, because of course he provided English commentary for like Wrestle Kingdom and Wrestle Dynasty, things like that. But I would like to get a chance to hopefully meet him face to face someday and really let him know how much I appreciate him and how excellent of a job he's been doing, and to just keep up the excellent work. But this is huge. This is really huge, and I'm just hoping that this will open the door to really more English support for Stardom. I know I know it may not have necessarily been a priority, and that's okay. That's okay. After all, it is a Japanese wrestling promotion. I get it. Japanese is going to be their number one language no matter what. That's not going to change. But with somebody like Walker Stewart getting this role, I think this is going to definitely open the door for some new things. You know, perhaps seeing some things that we normally don't see associated with Stardom. All I'm saying is best of luck to Walker Stewart. I believe he's going to do a fantastic job, and I'm happy for him. I'm very happy for him. So, best of luck. Okay. Also, wanted to mention this as well because this is actually kind of interesting. So, apparently New Japan Pro Wrestling has announced yet another set of championships. Apparently, there's going to be I don't know if this was a tournament or what. Or actually, no. So, they have created the NJPW Tamashii Tag Team Championships. So, yeah. So they are doing a tournament. Okay, they are doing a tournament to crown the first ever Tamashii Tag Team Champions. Dang, so even more championships under the New Japan umbrella. Dang. But it sounds like this is going to be mainly for New Zealand. Because Tamashii, I believe that's New Zealand and Australia, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, interesting. Very interesting that they're doing this. But I'm sure they're gonna put it up on I'm sure they're gonna put it up on NJPW World at some point. But that will take place July 4th. Oh, right on 4th of July, apparently. Interesting. So, it's an event called Cold War. But yeah, July 4th. And it's interesting because they're also going to have New Japan Seoul in Tokyo the same day. So, find that pretty interesting. Another piece of news is in regards to Tomoka Inaba. So, with Tomoka Inaba, let me see if I can pull this up. So, on July 11th, she has an important announcement to make. On July 11th, which is apparently JTO is doing a show at Korakuen Hall. So, July 11th, Korakuen Hall, Just Tap Out, and Tomoka Inaba will be making an announcement. And if you ask me, I have a feeling that it's going to be something in the form of her leaving JTO. And I think this could potentially mean that she does end up signing full-time to World Wonder Ring Stardom. Which, honestly, I felt like it was a long while coming. Because my thing is this. This, as a matter of fact, this coming July, I believe it will be 6 years that Tomoka Inaba has been with Just Tap Out. It'll be 6 years. And honestly, I mean, she's pretty much done pretty much all there is to do in the women's division of Just Tap Out. So, in all honesty, I feel like it's definitely time for her to move on to the next level and take on bigger challenges. And I think with her, you know, leaving JTO, signing full-time to Stardom, and can really be put in a position to win some Stardom gold. I think she's long overdue for some opportunities like that. I mean, she's already part of God's Eye. She's been part of God's Eye for a good long while now. So, I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure that's what the announcement's going to be, is that she's leaving Just Tap Out. And it would make sense. I mean, it'll be 6 years, and honestly, I think it's time for her to move on up the ladder. I really do. I feel like it's time to move on up the ladder. Let's see. Logan says, Stardom and Marigold are off for a week. No shows, so it feels a bit empty. I usually watch them week to week, so I'll definitely miss it. But for now, I'm watching Noah. Oh, nice. Very nice. I know, Noah Monday Magic has some stuff coming up. I believe Shuji Ishikawa and Minobu Soya for the GHC Hardcore Championship is coming, and also Takumi Iroha is going to challenge Koki Amare for the GHC Women's Championship. So they got some stuff. They got some stuff coming up. They definitely got some stuff coming up. So that should be cool. That should be really cool. But we'll see what happens come July 11th when Tomoka makes her announcement. But that's what I think it is. That's what I honestly think it is that she's leaving JTO. Let's see. Is there anything else I wanted to... Oh, and don't forget, tomorrow, the 29th, well, technically it is the 29th, the Best of Super Juniors 32 will conclude the B block. And we'll find out who advances to the finals out of the B block. We know so far Kosei Fujita won the A block. So we'll see who he will meet in the finals after tomorrow, or after the 29th, out of the B block. Should be interesting. Okay, but let's get to this Stardom New Blood 22 preview. So Stardom New Blood 22 will take place on Wednesday, June 4th, at the Tokyo Square in Itabashi in Tokyo, Japan. Got a pretty decent card. 6 matches, but the main event, we got a title match. Got a title match in the main event. They haven't put any match graphics up yet, unfortunately, but they have announced the full card. But let's go ahead and get started with the preview. So, first up, we have a tag team match, as we have Cosmic Angels Aya Sakura and Sayaka Kurara taking on the newest rookies that debuted not too long ago, Emma Maishima and Kikyo Furusawa. Very curious to see how these two will do in tag team competition as the newest rookies of Stardom. Very interesting personalities that they have as well. And, you know, I think Aya Sakura, Sayaka Kurara, I think will be good a good test for these two young rookies. Looking forward to this match. Looking forward to seeing what more that they can do as they continue to move that needle. But I am going with Cosmic Angels to pick up the victory. But it should be a good match. Should be a really good match to see how the newest rookies do teamed up together. All right. Next up, got a very interesting matchup. We got a singles match between Yuria Hime and Asuka Goda. This one's tough. I know currently Asuka Goda is in the Catch the Wave tournament. And I know she competed quite a lot in Ice Ribbon as well. I don't really like Yuria Hime's chances. So I'm going to say Asuka Goda picks up the victory. Man, she's gone from so many different names. It was Asuka Fujitaki, then Grizzly Fujitaki, now Asuka Goda. Like, dang, she went through a lot of name changes in like under a year. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna go Asuka Goda to defeat Yuria Hime in singles action. All right, next up we got another singles match. We have Akira Kurogane, of course, representing Mi Vida Loca, and she'll be taking on Debbie Keitel. Haven't seen Debbie Keitel in a while. Haven't seen her in a while. I would like to see Akira Kurogane pick up the victory. I think that'd be cool. They gotta start building her up more, especially now that she's the recent rookie that has joined the faction in Mi Vida Loca. So I think they gotta build her up a little more, and something like Stardom New Blood I think is a good platform to do that for her. So you know what? I'm gonna say Akira Kurogane picks up the victory over Debbie Keitel. Should be good. And it'll be good to see Debbie Keitel because, like I said, it's been a while. It's been a while since I last saw her in action. Okay, next up, we have a three-way tag match. This ought to be very interesting. Who knows? Maybe could be a match of the card. But we have the team of God's Eye, made up of Hina and Ranna Yagami, versus the team of Honoka and Saran from Pro Wrestling Wave, and H.A.T.E, made up of Azusa Inaba and Fukigen Death. Well, of course we know Hina's the current future Stardom champion. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck between picking God's Eye and H.A.T.E. Because I don't see Honoka and Saran winning this. I definitely don't see them winning this. Well, and this is kind of the only match on the card where H.A.T.E is represented. Or actually, no. There's a match afterwards that has a H.A.T.E member in it. What am I talking about? Shoot. Bump it. I'll go H.A.T.E for the win. Azusa Inaba Fukigen Death for the win. But I think either Honoka or Saran will end up taking the pin. Alright, next up, we have one more singles match on the card. And that is Rina from H.A.T.E versus Nanami Hatano from the Diana promotion, but she's also part of God's Eye. Well, it's good to see Nanami again. We only really see her once in a blue moon in a Stardom ring, but she is still technically part of God's Eye. But I'm gonna say Rina gets the victory in this one. This is kind of an easy pick, so I have to say Rina gets the victory in this one. And then we have the main event of New Blood number 22. The New Blood Tag Team Championships will be on the line, as the champions from Empress Nexus Venus, Rice or Bread, made up of Waka, Tsukiyama, and HANAKO, they will defend against, from Team Diana, Himiko and Yuma Makoto. Dang, so we got a good combination of pro wrestling wave and women's world pro wrestling Diana on this promotion or on this show. Gonna have to say Rice or Bread retains. Should be an interesting main event, but it's an easy pick. Rice or Bread retains, but I am hoping after the match, I'm hoping a new team steps up and challenges Rice or Bread for a future title shot. I feel like we haven't seen that happen in a while on a New Blood show, so I think that'd be pretty cool to see. But yeah, going with Rice or Bread, Waka, and HANAKO to retain. But pretty decent card for New Blood 22. And of course, as usual, these will be on the Stardom YouTube page for free. So definitely check it out. Wednesday, June 4th. So that should be good. Looking at their calendar, since we're on Stardom, just looking at their calendar, I know we got the Natsu and Sayori 10th anniversary show coming up at the end of this month. And I know Mei Sarah's going to be challenging Mei Saruga for the Super Asia Championship in Choco Pro. That should be a lot of fun. Might have to check that out, actually. Let's see. But yeah, that's all that's left for this month. And then you look at the month of June for Stardom. They got New Blood 22, Wednesday the 4th. Oh yeah, that's right. Stardom the Conversion. That's on June 21st in Yoyogi Stadium. And they got a couple of touring shows, and so they do have a Corcoran Hall show on June 8th. So definitely gotta keep an eye out for that. So Corcoran Hall show on June 8th. A show in Kiramesi Numazu on June 14th. And also in Maibara in the Shiga Prefectural Cultural and Industrial Exchange Center Event Hall. That's the 15th. Also going to be hitting up Osaka on June 25th at the Ideon Arena in Osaka. So, Stardom in Okayama on June 29th, in Matsui on June 28th, in Koichi on the 27th. So, yeah, they got quite a number of dates in June. But I'm pretty sure Stardom the Conversion will definitely be a pay-per-view. Maybe the Korakuen Hall show might be a pay-per-view. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Logan says, four rookies, Emma, Maishima, Yuria, Hime, and Kanaya are the next in line to carry the spirit of Tam Nakano, Mina Shirakawa, and Mayu Iwatani in Stardom. The future is bright. Well, Ann Kanaya is currently injured, so just keep in mind. But, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, who knows? Yuria Hime may be the next one to join a faction. You know what I mean? So, and I mean, carry the spirit of Tam, Mina, and Mayu. I mean, we gotta remember, Mina and Mayu are still wrestling. Tam is retired. So, if anybody, to carry the spirit of anybody, is probably the spirit of Tam Nakano, but that's just me. But, Stardom's definitely loaded up on rookies. I know recently Marigold has gotten a few. TJPW's getting ready to have one debut June 1st with Konatsu. So, definitely the future is bright for these Joshi rookies, for sure. But, oh yeah, that's right. Next weekend, Shuri makes her first defense of the IWGP Women's Championship against Alex Windsor. That should be really good. She'll be going to the UK for that. So, that should be great for her. Let's see. Okay, well, I might as well go ahead and get to my announcement. So, hold on, let me get the graphic up. Let me get the graphic up. Okay, so, I just recently, earlier, made a decision on the next show that I will be attending out of state. And here we go. Y'all ready? That's right. I have decided that I will be going to the Spark Joshi Puresu Ignite Texas show, which will be in Baytown, Texas, in the Houston area on June 29th. Now, there's a couple of things. So, they've already started to announce talent. They've already announced some talent. Now, to set the tone for this, when I was at the Spark Joshi Lady Luck show in Vegas, after the show, at the end of the show, to be specific, Vert Vixen had announced that they would be returning for another show in the States, and they chose Texas. So that was when technically the show was announced, and then the date got set and everything like that. The venue is going to be the Baytown Community Center in Baytown, Texas, which is part of the Houston area. But they have announced some talent already for this show. So, first up, as usual, they announced the Spark Joshi Atlantic champion, Saki, which I'm pretty sure every Spark Joshi show that has happened, she has been a part of. So, this is definitely no surprise here. I mean, she wrestled in Vegas, she wrestled in New Jersey. I mean, she's wrestled in every Spark show, pretty much. So, not surprised that she got announced, but it's always good to see her. She's excellent. Another name that they announced who will be making her Spark Joshi debut, which I'm actually pretty excited about. Now, I have met her before, but could always go for seconds. That's right. The magical girl Yuka Sakazaki will be making her Spark Joshi Puresu debut at Ignite, Texas. So, very excited about that. Also, a special congratulations to both Yuka Sakazaki and Konosuke Takeshita, who recently just announced their marriage. So, congratulations to the Alpha and the Magical Girl. Such a cute couple. Such a really cute couple. Very happy for them both. And, you know, I have met Takeshita before, twice, actually. And I met Yuka when she was a special guest at DPW, the first ever tag festival. Met her and Mizuki at the same time. So, the Magical Sugar Rabbits. So, that was how I got to meet Yuka. But, yeah. Very happy for her and Takeshita. Awesome news. Next up, which this was no surprise. That's right. The newly, most recently crowned Spark Joshi World Champion, Wild Heart Hazuki, will be returning to Spark Joshi Puresu at Ignite, Texas. Like I said, not surprised. Definitely will be good to see her again. Of course, I met her in Vegas. Was there when she defeated Lana Cross in the main event to become Spark Joshi World Champion. Of course, the crowd was awesome, and it was good just experiencing that live and with my friends and the crowd. But now I'm about to show you who got announced that pretty much sealed the deal for me making this decision to go on this trip. Here you go. Yep. That's right. Koguma, the high-speed genius, will also be making her Spark Joshi Puresu debut at Ignite, Texas. So you know what that means. That's right. Fukuoka Double Crazy and Spark Joshi Puresu. One of my favorite Joshi tag teams. Actually, one of my favorite tag teams in general. But, yeah. It's really funny because when I met Hazuki at the meet and greet at Spark Joshi Lady Luck, I was wearing my Fukuoka Double Crazy shirt, and, you know, I had mentioned to her about Koguma, and that's when she told me that the next time she came back to the U.S., she would be bringing Koguma. Well, sure enough, she meant by it. She meant her word. We're getting both Hazuki and Koguma for this show in Texas. And yeah, that's what sealed the deal for me. I've always wanted to meet them. They're also both part of the meet and greet. I am hoping that maybe somehow, some way, they'll allow an option where I can take a picture with both of them at the same time. Like, I'd be willing to pay double for it. But if not, no worries, no issue. Just getting to meet both of them is good enough. You know what I mean? So, I got a chance to see them compete together at the Oz Academy show that I went to when I was in Japan, when they became the Oz Academy Tag Team Champions. And yeah, looks like I will be seeing them again together. Possibly together, competing together. I mean, because they could have their own separate matches, but I got a feeling they're going to be competing together as a tag team. And if not, no worries. But I definitely look forward to meeting both. Logan says, one question is Mercedes Moné and Hazuki the greatest women's match of all time ever? No. Not even close. It was a great match. But greatest women's match of all time? No. No. Not even close. No. Not even close. Let's see. But yeah. That's all the talent that they've announced so far. And like I said, I assume Vert Vixen will get announced as well, being that she's the one that made the announcement about the show on the mic. So I'm pretty sure Vert Vixen will be there as well. But with the Joshis that got announced so far, Saki, Yuka Sakazaki, and Hazuki and Koguma of Fukuoka Double Crazy. The Fukuoka Double Crazy World Tour begins in Texas via Spark Joshi Puroresu Ignite Texas. So I ended up booking my flight, hotel, purchase a front row ticket to this show. So I am looking forward to it. It'll pretty much be a weekend trip. I don't plan on staying in Texas long. It'll just be a weekend trip. I plan on just arriving Saturday and then leaving Monday. So keeping it simple. But I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. I'm looking forward to seeing who else they announce for the show. Should be awesome. Should be really awesome. I know some fans find it kind of interesting that they are doing this show kind of on its own instead of like the same weekend as All In. You know, kind of like how TJPW has 3 shows that weekend, and then you have AEW's All In. But yeah, all that's going to be in Texas. I mean, I'm sure they probably thought about it, but I mean, you know, Spark Joshi competing against 3 TJPW shows and AEW All In. I mean, I don't know if that would have been necessarily a smart decision, but you know, they could have. They probably could have if Chibi CB really wanted to. They probably could have, but you know, they decided to have it on a separate date. And you know what? I get it. I totally get it. And like I said, I know it'll be... I truly believe that, you know, even though it's just one show that I'm going to, it'll be one that counts. Logan says, because after watching Hazuki in that match, I truly believe she had what it takes to beat Mercedes. I mean, of course. But at the same time, if that's what you're considering as the greatest women's match of all time ever, you need to watch more women's matches, bro. I'm going to just keep it real with you. If that's what you're calling, if that's what you're potentially, now correct me if I'm wrong, if that's what you're potentially calling the greatest women's match of all time ever, bro, you need to watch more women's matches. You need to watch more, because that one's not even close. That one's not even close. It was a great match, and it was definitely, you know, worthy of being the main event. But greatest women's match of all time? No. No way. Oh! Happy birthday, Konosuke Takeshita. Oh, it's his birthday today, as we speak. It's May 29th. Oh, he's a Gemini. Nice. Dang. So got married and now is his birthday. Dang, just all the blessings coming in for Takeshita. You love to see it. You love to see it. But very excited for Spark Ignite Texas. So it'll be my first time in Texas. Looking forward to it. Michael, welcome to the stream. Lita versus Trish. Okay, which particular match though? Which particular match? I would say that's definitely up there as one of the best rivalries, but we're talking greatest women's match of all time. So you gotta be more specific, Michael. Gotta be more specific. And when you really think about it, I mean that's really a hard question to answer. Greatest women's match of all time? Like, is that even possible? Is that even possible to just come up with? That's too difficult. That's too unreasonably difficult, if you ask me. But that's just me. I'm just one person. Let's see. But so other than the Natsupoi Seriano 10th anniversary show, what else is this weekend? Oh yeah, the Best of Super Juniors finals is Sunday, so that should be really good. And I'm sure the winner of that will get a title shot at, I'm guessing, Dominion? Yeah, I'm guessing Dominion. But yeah, should be good. Let's see. Michael says Survivor Series 2004 match. Hold up. Let me think. Survivor Series 2004. Wait, Trish versus Lita? Survivor Series 2004? Bro. You do realize that match was short and ended via DQ. You do realize that, right? Now that I think about it, yeah. Michael, that was a short match. That was a short match. Ricardo, welcome to the stream. It'll probably be at Dominion. And how's it going today? It's going good. It's been a while. How you been? How you been? But yeah, let me confirm, because I'm pretty sure that was a quick match and that ended on a DQ. Let me just see. Survivor. Yeah, it was in Cleveland, Ohio. Trish won by DQ. Yeah, Michael, dude. Ah, that was a trash match. That was like a minute long. Paul Darwin Picklesheimer. welcome to the stream. I hope I said your name correctly. Probably have to go with Akira Hokuto versus Manami Toyota. Ooh, and those are two ladies on my Joshi Mount Rushmore. Ooh, but I have much to see still. You and me both. You and me both. But that's a pretty dang on good choice. Ricardo says, I'm doing good so far. Just recently ordered tickets for my GCW show that's happening in Brooklyn on July 19th in Coney Island. Ooh. Ooh. Has a card for that been announced, or any talent been announced for that? Let me see. I'm kind of curious, see if there's any. Oh, the bash at the ballpark show. Oh, okay. Okay. Masha Slamovich, Effie, Matt Cardona, Jonathan Gresham. Looks like Priscilla Kelly. Okay, Alana Black, Mike Santana. Okay. Dang. Dang. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, this will be your very first GCW show that you're attending. Okay. Nice. I have been to 3. I've been to 3, if I remember correctly. Mr. Charlotte, I hope I said your name correctly. Welcome to the stream. The Attitude Era was the best with The Rock, Stone Cold, Kane, Undertaker, Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle, The Hardy Boys, Big Show, Booker T, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. That era will never be topped. Strong era. Very strong era. Definitely one that I enjoyed. But yeah, a lot of memories. A lot of memories, a lot of great moments from the Attitude Era indeed. No word on the card yet, but it should be fun. Right on. But yeah, GCW has been to North Carolina twice. Because I went to, let's see, I went to GCW Sanctified. That was in Concord. I know I went to another GCW Don't Talk to Me. So yeah, those are the 2 GCW shows I went to. Oh yeah, GCW did a show at WrestleCade as well. So yeah, those are the 3 GCW shows I went to. Oh yeah, and I went to GCW. Well, I went to some collab shows as well. So I guess I've been to a handful, now that I think about it. Oh, Mr. Gemini. Oh, okay, you changed your name. Okay, gotcha. Going to change it to Charlotte USA, or CLT USA. Okay. Michael says, Hell in a Cell, Undertaker, Mankind be a favorite match of all time. Oh, okay. They had quite a rivalry. Quite an entertaining rivalry, for sure. But that's what's up. But yeah. I did think about attending the T shows during All In weekend, but I don't want to get burned out too badly. And also, still no official word yet on WrestleMania for next year, but the rumors are that it's going to be Vegas again. Not thrilled about that idea, but we'll see. I would love for them to bring a WrestleMania to Charlotte, but I don't think it's ever going to happen. Yeah, I don't think it's ever going to happen. Hope I'm wrong, but I don't think it's ever going to happen. But yeah, very excited about this Spark Joshi show. And meeting Fukuoka Double Crazy. I'm hoping there's some good places to eat in Baytown. Have to do my research, but I'm hoping there's some good places to eat. But yeah, let's see. But now that Double or Nothing has ended, now it's pretty much full speed ahead towards AEW All In. And like I said, Money in the Bank, I don't give a crap about. I will be skipping Money in the Bank. Michael says, be held in, Panther Stadium. I don't know. I mean, maybe. It would be nice. I don't know. I don't know if they would consider Charlotte. I really don't. I know North Carolina is a pro wrestling state, but I don't know if they would consider Charlotte for a WrestleMania. I know that there are rumors that they may be holding a future NFL draft in Charlotte. But as far as WrestleMania, I don't know. I really can't see it. I really can't see it. But you never know. Now that I mention it, let me see what the capacity was for Allegiant Stadium. So capacity was about 65,000. Okay, so 65,000, expandable to 71,000. Okay, so that's Allegiant Stadium. Okay, how about Bank of America Stadium? Uh, 74,860. Okay. Well, record attendance was 82,193 for a concert. For a concert last year. I mean, shoot. They got the capacity for it. I don't know. Maybe there is a chance. They got the capacity for it. Hey, I guess anything is possible with that. We'll have to see. I mean, they've even had some pretty big name concerts. I mean, Rolling Stones, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Def Leppard, Beyonce. And they're about to have Metallica this weekend, actually. But yeah, I mean, hey. Anything's possible. But hey, hopefully it happens. Would be really cool. I would dig it. I would totally dig it. Also, speedy recovery to Yappy. I know her latest post was showing her arm in, I think it was a sling. Yeah, her arm in a sling and her wrist in a cast, because it was like her wrist through her elbow, because she got a dislocated elbow. So speedy recovery for her, because her and Ancham are the current International Ribbon Tag Team Champions, the Bad Butts. Yeah. So. I respect your opinion on the Mercedes Moné versus Hazuki match. But don't get me wrong, it was a solid match. It was a solid match. Don't get me wrong, it was definitely a great match. Mr. Charlotte says, who is your Mount Rushmore? I say Hogan, Rich, Undertaker, Stone Cold. See, I don't have an overall Mount Rushmore. I have a Joshi Mount Rushmore. But I don't have an overall Mount Rushmore. That's tough. Because, I mean, my all-time favorite wrestler is the Great Muta. My all-time favorite female wrestler is Gail Kim. And my all-time favorite tag team is the Motor City Machine Guns. But, I don't know. An overall Pro Wrestling Mount Rushmore, I can't say that I have one. That's really difficult. That is really difficult. That's tough. That is really tough. Wait, you never heard of the Great Muta? Oh man. You remember Sting, right? You remember Sting though, right? Michael says Owen Hart should be on the Mount Rushmore. Well, here's the thing. You can only pick 4. That's the thing. Y'all gotta keep in mind. For Mount Rushmore, you can only pick 4. So, like I said, it's tough. It's tough. So, okay, you know Sting. You don't remember the rivalry he had with the Great Muta, Japanese wrestler that spit the green mist? You don't remember that rivalry? That's like my favorite all-time Sting rivalry. Michael says, take out Hogan. Dang. I mean, let's keep it real though. Despite, a lot of the stuff that he said, I mean, Hogan was still a big part of the pro wrestling business. I mean, let's keep it real. Nope. I'm a 90s baby. Early 90s or late 90s? Because even if you're a 90s baby, I would think you would still have come across the Great Muta at some point. Did you watch WCW? Did you watch WCW? And it early WCW. So you may have seen him, and you may not have just known that it was him. That's what I'm thinking. I think you probably have seen him before, but just didn't know it was him. But oh, you didn't watch WCW. Oh, well, never mind. Dang. But yeah, WCW. Those are the good years. Good years. Yeah. Thunder, Monday Nitro. Yeah. First show I ever attended was Monday Nitro. So very awesome. Very awesome indeed. But yeah, went with my brother and his girlfriend at the time. But yeah, enjoyed the mess out of that show. That was at the Dean Dome. But yeah. Oh, okay. You only watched the Attitude and Ruthless Aggression era. Okay, gotcha. But still not bad. Still not bad. Ricardo says, recommend great Muta matches for those that never heard of them. For me, definitely any Sting versus Muta matches and Muta versus Hogan. Definitely Muta versus Sting, favorite rivalry of all time. Muta versus Hogan, especially in Japan. Muta versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. It's another. Shoot. Muta versus Jushin Thunder Liger. I mean, there's a lot. There's a whole lot. Muta versus Masahiro Chono. Ah, Ricardo beat me to it. Yeah, Muta versus Masahiro Chono. Mo, thank you for the raid. But, yeah. So many come to mind. Heck, even Muta versus Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. But yeah, like, you can't really go wrong with great Muta. But yeah, met him multiple times. And I have to say, how did y'all... Oh, something just popped into my head. How did y'all feel about Stephanie Vaquer dropping the NXT Women's Championship to JC Jane? What are y'all's thoughts on that? How'd y'all feel about that? Honestly. Because that was pretty shocking. I mean, especially considering it looked like there was going to be a fallout between JC Jane and Fallon Henley, but yeah. I mean, they even cut the camera on a couple of folks in the audience for their reactions. Ricardo says, I was shocked by that result. Yeah, I don't. But I guess it could only mean just Stephanie's getting the call up. Because my whole thing was, if they were going to do that, why couldn't they have just have her drop the title to Jordynne Grace? But I don't think Jordynne Grace is going to be on NXT much longer. Logan says, I thought it was Io Sky and Kairi saying Julia showing up on Marigold show year one last Saturday. I'm disappointed. What? That was still a great show, though. That was still a great show, though. Not to mention, you had a lot of shows going on that weekend, Logan. Don't forget, there were a lot of shows going on that weekend. Rumors are both Stephanie and Jordynne are being called up. Yeah. That makes sense. I know Stephanie is confirmed for the Worlds Collide show. She is confirmed for that. I believe her and Lola Vice are teaming up, if I remember correctly. Her and Lola Vice. But who knows? I mean, they've kind of had a thing lately. You know, Lola Vice has kind of had Vakir's back. So maybe they'll team up for a bit. I don't know. But I'm down for it. I'm totally down for it. Oh, and congratulations to Kylie Armstrong on being crowned the inaugural WWE Evolve Women's Champion. So Kylie Armstrong won the Fatal 4-Way elimination match. But yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it. Who all thinks Trick Williams is about to have the shortest TNA World Championship title reign ever? I think it's probably going to happen. I think Mike Santana's going to get that belt. Santana going to get that belt. Sol Ruka with a successful defense of the Speed title against Ivan Nile. But, well, I guess we'll see what kind of title run JC Jane ends up having, because, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Ricardo says, heard about WWE giving away spoilers for the AAA Mega Championship. LOL after that graphic they put up for Worlds Collide. Yeah, they made a boo-boo. Yep. Yeah, they made a boo-boo. Not an extremely bad one, but a pretty bad one. There's a pretty bad one. If I can keep it real, yeah, that was a pretty bad one. Shout out to the Toxic Spider Tekla on making her AEW debut, dropping Jamie Hayter. Okay. Interesting start for the Toxic Spider. Starting off with an angle with Jamie Hayter. Hey, I like it. I'm down. I'm totally down. Let's go. I can dig it. But yeah. Oh, Ricardo, you got Trick retaining? We shall see. I think he's about to have the shortest reign ever. But we shall see, you know. It's not a bad prediction. But it definitely goes to show, with them pulling the trigger on that, it definitely goes to show that they're taking this partnership between WWE and TNA to another level. And I think we're going to continue to see more crossovers, and, you know, I figured it was a matter of time. I mean, they had to start off kind of small, but now look at what they're doing. So, I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe it'll eventually pour over into the main roster. I mean, we kind of got a little bit of a taste of that when Joe Hendry had the match at WrestleMania. So, I mean, hey. And also, Ricardo says definitely want Santana to win, but it might be at a TNA pay-per-view, to be honest, which is not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. And also, the rumors that Vince McMahon wants to buy WWE. Oof. 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 Yeah. How about not? How about not? I hope that's not the case. But you know what that says? You know what that proves to me? Proves to me that I don't think Vince McMahon can be content without being a part of WWE in some way, shape, or form. That man is not going to be content at all until he is a part of WWE, whether he owns it, a part of it. That's how I honestly feel. That's how I honestly feel. Jesse Midnight Crawler, welcome to the stream. Congrats to Yuka and Konosuke. Absolutely. Absolutely. Agreed. They look super cute together. Very shocking, but happy for them both. It's interesting because I believe Yuka is older than Takeshita. So, yeah. Logan says, last Saturday's Marigold show was great, but it would have been even better with a big surprise and a huge match featuring Io, Sky, Kairi, Sane, or Julia. That would have taken it to the next level. I mean, sure. I mean, yeah, sure. But, I mean, Kairi just came back. You know, Kairi just came back. As far as Julia, I mean, yeah, it would have been nice. I mean, heck, I think the main thing, I think the main focus of that show was mainly Nene's retirement. I mean, Koki Amare returning from injury. So there were some positive moments. But I mean, I definitely feel like Marigold is going to continue to improve. I mean, they've got a lot of folks returning from injury. So I'm sure at some point they're going to get Julia back on a Marigold show. And I'm sure Kairi as well. But in due time, it's not too late. I mean, heck, don't forget about the show they just announced as well for October. So they got time to plan for that, Logan. The Marigold, what was it called? Grand Destiny. Hey, they got time for that. Ryo Goku. Hey, they got time to plan for that. October 26th. Let's go. But, let's see. Just trying to think of anything else I might have missed. Oh yeah. MXM Collection will be competing in a DDT ring. Just recently announced for their June 29th Corcoran Hall show. Mansoor and Mason Madden, MXM Collection, will take on against the team of Danshoku Dino and Kazuki Harada. Dang. Honestly, that's a good fit. MXM Collection and DDT, that's a good fit for them. Especially if they're going to have those opponents. Oh, man, that's going to be wild. That's going to be wild. I don't want to watch it, but that's going to be wild. Totally not going to watch it, but that's going to be wild. I'm sure it'll be entertaining in some weird, messed up way, but yeah. But yeah, oh, also, that's right, hold up. I just thought about something. Oh yeah, congratulations to Kazusada Higuchi on becoming this year's 2025 King of DDT. That's right. He won the King of DDT tournament. So, I believe he will get a crack at the KOD Openweight Championship. As a matter of fact, he'll get that shot. Oh, same show, June 29th, against Chris Brooks. So he's going to get his opportunity. Do they have a specific name for that show? Just... Oh, the show's called King of Kings, Arashi's June Showdown. Okay, interesting. But yeah, best of luck to Kazusada Higuchi. He's going to have a really tough task against Chris Brooks. Chris Brooks, who I believe is in his second KOD Openweight Championship reign. Ricardo says that tag match should be viewer discretion as advised. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Also, I just thought about something. Let me see who else they've announced so far for the TJPW shows. Because I believe they announced more talent. I think they announced more talent for the TJPW in Texas shows. Let me see if I can locate that. Ah, here we go. So, check this out. So far, confirmed for the TJPW in Texas tour, which, don't forget, is 2 shows in Houston and 1 show in Dallas. So July 10th and 11th in Houston, July 13th in Dallas. So talent they have confirmed so far: Maki Ito, Miyu Yamashita, Miyu Watanabe, Suzume, Yuki Arai, Mizuki, Shoko Nakajima, Pam Harajuku, Moka Miyamoto, Aris Endo, Raku, Shino Suzuki, and Yuki Kamifuku. So that's 13 so far. They're awaiting confirmation on Hyper Misao, so that would make 14. That's still a pretty solid lineup. I hate that I'm gonna miss this because I've always wanted to meet Moka Miyamoto. No Rika Tatsumi, surprisingly. Or she may get confirmed a little bit later. But yeah, no Rika Tatsumi so far. I'm trying to think. Is there anybody off the top of y'all's head and from TJPW that has yet to debut in the US? Because I know wrestlers that have competed in the US so far from TJPW: Arisendo, Himawari, Hyper Misao, Kaya Toribami, Maki Ito, Miyu Watanabe, Miyu Yamashita, Mizuki, Moka Miyamoto, Pam Harajuku, Raku, Rika Tatsumi, Shino Suzuki, Shoko Nakajima, Suzume, Wakano Uehara, Yuki Kamifuku, Yuki Arai, Yuki Aino. Because I don't think Toga has. I know Uta Takami hasn't. Yoshiko Hasegawa Yapi, I don't think she's competed in the US. It would be nice if Sayori Namba made the trip on the Texas tour, but she'll be done with her ring announcing duties, and the new ring announcer, Rise Shirai, will take over by that time. Mifu Ashita, I'm pretty sure, has not been to the US, nor has Mahiro Kiryu, Kira Summer, Ivy Steele. I don't think Haruna Neko has, nor Haru Kazushiro, nor Chika Nanase. So, I mean, there's still a handful of ladies from the Tej roster that hasn't made the US trip. But one thing I will say is, whenever TJPW does come to the States, they do secure a good amount of their roster to make the trip. I will say that. And when you think about it, at least they're bringing well, I would say they're bringing all the champions, but they're still waiting confirmation for Hyper Misao, because, of course, her and Shoko Nakajima are the Princess Tag Champs. But we know we got Mizuki. We know we got Suzume. So, but yeah, we'll see. I think shout out to Furious. I think he's going to one of those shows. I don't know if he's going to one of the Houston shows or Dallas show, but I know he mentioned that he's going to one of those shows. But yeah, shout out to Furious. Okay, so he's going to the Dallas show. I was looking back at the post he made. So he's going to the Dallas show. Okay. Cool. Shout out to Furious. But yeah. Furious. Got to meet him in person. Shout out to him. We went to the Marvelous. We checked out the Marvelous show in Vegas. So I know he had a blast. I had a blast. It was a phenomenal show. But yeah. To all those that are going to be at the Texas tour for Tej, hope y'all have a blast. Shout out to Blackula. I know he's going to be attending All In Texas. So I know he's going to have a blast with that. But yeah. But like I said, looking forward to the Spark Joshi. The Spark Joshi champion Ignite Texas show. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, I'm hoping, being that they both Hazuki and Koguma, that we're going to see them in tag competition. But Hazuki could also defend the Spark Joshi World Championship. That could happen as well. But I'm really hoping that they'll team up for a match at Spark Joshi. But anyway, I think that's pretty much all I have. I definitely want to go and get a shower before I hit the bed. But yeah, so definitely excited. Excited for Stardom New Blood 22. Excited for Spark Joshi Ignite Texas. Like I said, got my ticket, got my flight, hotel booked. And then next week I'm planning on jumping on the meet and greet purchases, because definitely Hazuki, Koguma, and Yuka Sakazaki I definitely want to get. But yeah, should be good. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for coming out and chatting with me for a while. But yeah, I know last weekend spent a lot of time playing catch-up mode, but thankfully I'm pretty caught up. And yeah, just looking forward to this weekend. This weekend it'll be my birthday, so looking forward to celebrating. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Don't forget to like, follow, comment, subscribe, all of the above. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed tonight's live stream. And I will catch y'all later this weekend, if not sooner. But we'll see. Thank y'all for all the love and support. God bless. For Blitzball Champ Gaming, my name is Jason Ingram.